'cause morning people are nuts. Oh yeah. Listeners, that's the truth, and we just help you get up. You know there's other stations out there, you keep tuning to us. Might as well face it, you're addicted to us. Might as well face it, you're addicted to us. Might as well face it, you're addicted to us. Might as well face it, you're addicted to us.
The Morning Show with Mr. G and Paul Stone. The talk of the Treasure Coast. 1590 WPSL.
Nobody cares about doing a good job, folks. I went in to get a sandwich today in La Jolla. How long should that take? 2 minutes? How come I always get that trainee who comes out from the back room with a plunger in his hand? Yeah, the toilets are done. What next, boss? The manager goes, make that guy a sandwich. The kid looks at me, can I help you? I said, yeah, you can start by boiling your hands. This kid goes, what do you want? I go, I'll have a tuna fish sandwich. This is what he asked me. He goes, would you like mayonnaise mixed in with that tuna? No, that would make the sandwich much too moist and delicious. Don't you have any road salt or broken glass you could throw in there? Then the kid looks at me and goes, is this for here or to go? I look around, there's no tables and chairs in this place. Oh, I'll just lay on the floor and eat it, Sparky. Thanks.
1590 WPSL, 1450 WSTU. It's the Blended Morning Show. Mike is at the studio in beautiful Stewart, Skyping in live because technology has it that way, right, Mike?
I thought it was because I didn't shower.
Excuse me?
What? Who said that?
I don't know. And by the way, it's the 8 o'clock hour. Bonnie has put makeup on now because the cameras are on her. Smile for the camera, Bonnie.
I'm smiling pretty for the camera.
She did her bangs and everything. Well, heck, I did my bangs too. So.
A little eyeliner, a little mascara.
Mike, as a youngster, and did you do a lot of trick-or-treating in Pittsburgh?
You know, I moved out of there after the second grade, so...
Oh, so you did most of it down here?
Really?
Down here, though? Where you moved here? From Pittsburgh, you moved to Orlando?
I moved to Orlando, yeah. So I trick-or-treated for a long time in Orlando. That's where most of my trick-or-treating memories are from. I remember being in one of those parades as a kid up in Pittsburgh. You know, everyone gets dressed up and they parade all the kids down Main Street.
Oh, okay. So your town did the Halloween costume parade.
Oh, yeah.
Now, you know you can't wear a mask here in Florida because you can be arrested.
If you are being disruptive.
Oh, only if you're being disruptive.
Yeah, we were talking to the sheriff's office about it a couple weeks ago because it blew my mind that there's a law on the books in Florida that state that you cannot wear a mask in public on public grounds. And I thought that sounded fairly un-American. And I guess it's a law that goes all the way back to the 20s or 50s because it was an anti-KKK law.
Oh, okay. And it's one of those laws where there are lots of them on the books that don't apply anymore. Well, they apply, but they shouldn't apply. It makes no sense.
And that's what the Martin County Sheriff's Office was saying. You know, if they see one of these guys walking around in clown costume,
they can get them.
They're going to use that kind of get them and make their life a little miserable.
It's like if you are intentionally going out there to scare someone with one of those scary masks, then they can arrest you. Mm-hmm. But how are they going to know it's intentional when it's going to be Halloween?
Well, Cliff came in here with an intentional big red nose on today, looking like a clown. I think he posted it on his Facebook page, or is it on our website? He's talking, but I can't hear him because he doesn't have a microphone back there.
Cliff has a scary clown sighting, but he doesn't look very scary to me this morning.
Well, when it comes to trick-or-treating and costumes, the real estate website Zillow.com, they put out this new list of the best cities to trick-or-treat in, based on things like crime rates, home prices, how many houses are compared to apartments. Here's the top 10 best cities to trick-or-treat in. Number 10 is Columbus, Ohio. The rest of the top 20 falling below 10. Las Vegas, Baltimore, Dallas, San Diego, Charlotte, Austin, Albuquerque, Chicago, Nashville, and D.C. But going up the list, number 9 is Seattle. Portland, Oregon made it. Denver, Phoenix, Los Angeles at number 5. Milwaukee is 4th. San Francisco 3rd. San Jose, California, and the #1 best city for trick-or-treating, Philadelphia.
Philadelphia, really?
Wow, it says the neighborhoods are densely populated, houses are close together, so you can go from house to house pretty fast because there's all those row houses there. So, we Paul and I were talking about mischief night and soaking people's windows and cars and egging people's houses. Mike, did you guys do any of that kind of stuff?
No.
You didn't toilet paper houses and none of that kind of stuff?
You know what? Even growing up, I don't know anybody of my peers that did it either. There were very few times that you'd walk around and you'd see somebody toilet paper a house, or you'd occasionally hear of kids getting drunk and driving around and smashing up mailboxes, but that was the extent of it.
So that must have been an older thing. It must have been a thing that we did in the 70s and maybe not even in the 80s.
Terrible.
Yeah, the kids were bad in those days, Bonnie. You just bite. What, Bonnie?
Well,
what?
we never went and toilet paper people's houses or threw eggs at their windows, but I remember there was this lady that would give us just apples from her tree, and if you got a Snickers bar from her, you would get a half a Snickers bar. She was so cheap she would cut it up.
Oh, she would not.
But then she would wash dishes in front of her window, so we rung her doorbell one time, and we're just all sitting out there with scary masks trying to scare her, and then we ran.
Now, Bonnie, wait a minute. This lady would cut a Snickers in half and make it 2?
Yeah.
So this was before the days when Snickers made the little mini bites or whatever they call them.
That's right. She could have just bought a bag of the mini bites.
Oh, I was going to say maybe they hadn't invented them then. She actually was the one that invented the mini bites. Good Lord, lady. How cheap can you be? All right, well, maybe she was on a budget. You never know.
Well, those are the kind of places that get tricked, you see. So you can't be cheap and hand out the dum-dums like Mike and I were saying yesterday.
Now, Mike, what do you guys hand out? I mean, this will be your first, this will be your first trick-or-treat in your new house.
Yeah, we've been in apartments for so long, you don't ever really get any trick-or-treaters there. So we'll probably go and find one of those mixed bags that has the candy that we like, the chocolate bars and things like that, and wait to see. There are a lot of kids in our neighborhood, but, Port St. Lucie's not really set up for trick-or-treating. Our neighborhood doesn't have any lights, so it's going to be super dark. There's no sidewalks anywhere. It's a bad town for trick-or-treating. Well, certain neighborhoods might be nice. There's a couple of neighborhoods I know of that would be great to go
but it's not going to stop them.
But not mine.
If they live in your neighborhood, they're used to going trick-or-treating without the lights being on, without the sidewalks. Yeah, believe me, you're going to have some trick-or-treaters there. So, we talked about giving away me giving away Jelly Bellies, putting them in a little, especially the ones that nobody likes.
Yeah, do you want to get your house egg?
Yeah, I know.
Make it colorful and throw in some of that candy corn too.
Oh, I don't like candy corn.
But
That's
it'll
probably
make it
the
nice
worst
and colorful.
So, Mike, you agree with me on the candy corn? You don't like them either, huh?
Nobody likes candy corn.
Nobody does.
Somebody does, and it's a billion-dollar industry, I guess. I mean, hey.
Yeah,
They keep
that's
making
because Great Aunt Betsy keeps buying it and shoving it into the trick-or-treat bags, and they get thrown out as soon as you get home at night.
Now, why's her name got to be Betsy?
I'm just trying to think of an older name.
I know, it's just one of those things. People in this country...
Aunt Gertrude.
Well, yeah, or Beulah. People are really worked into a frenzy over the election these days, so we can probably expect more of this until Halloween. But there's a 23-year-old guy who was walking down the street in Rochester, Minnesota yesterday wearing a Donald Trump mask. When 35-year-old Gabriel Majek saw him, it apparently made him so mad he punched the guy in the face.
Ooh, wow. Oh.
People.
Man.
Maybe it was a really good mask, and he actually thought it was Trump.
Maybe so. He wasn't hurt. Gabriel was arrested for assault. Get a grip, man.
What's worse, dressing in one of these scary clown masks or dressing in a Donald Trump Halloween mask?
I'm not sure there's much difference.
Well, I don't think so, because once you get punched in the face, it really doesn't matter what mask you had on. When you say, Mike?
The lights are out anyway.
You got that right.
I guess we'll take a look at some Treasure Coast news here this morning. More than 1,000 lives were lost and hundreds more left homeless since Hurricane Matthew ripped through the Caribbean.
Imagine for a moment it's Election Day. You've studied the candidates, you've examined the issues, and now the time has come to make your selection. But what if you don't want either candidate to run the country for 4 years? Introducing the official commemorative 2016 Presidential Election Quarter. Beautifully struck in pure silver by the Franklin Mint, the commemorative quarter features a likeness of Donald Trump on one side and the image of Hillary Clinton on the other. But this is not a coin to sit in a display case on a mantle. This coin is meant to be used on Election Day. Simply take the coin with you to your polling place and do what the great political minds of past generations would do now if they could. Give it a good solid toss into the air, wait until it lands, and vote for whichever liar's face happens to land face up. The official commemorative 2016 presidential quarter, because choosing between the lesser of two evils is only worth a measly 25 cents.
In other words, heads I win, tails you lose. We'll come back with Bonnie Ashley and your latest traffic report in a minute here. First, we'll pause for your Florida News Network.
Take a look at traffic brought to us by Kitchen Depot. Need cabinets? Where to go? Try Kitchen Depot. We do have a couple of accidents now in Martin County. One on Bulldog Way. It's by South Fork High School. And a crash showing Southeast Federal Highway right by Intermarine. And if you're getting on the Interstate I-95 southbound, there is an accident, mile marker 93 in the Hobe Sound area, and we're not showing any roadblock. If you see an accident, call us at 340-1590 at WPSL.
Time now for the Precious Metals Report from St. Lucie Jewelry and Coins, St. Lucie Jewelry and Pawn, and Treasure Coast Auction Gallery, where Hawk always says, come see us last. The gold and silver markets will be open anytime now. Of course, they're going to be opening where gold right now happens to be at up by 0.15%. Opening this morning at any moment at around $1,262.10 an ounce. Silver went up by 0.02%. Opening this morning at around $17.47 an ounce. The Precious Metals Report from St. Lucie Jewelry and Coins, Eastport Plaza, US 1 at Walton Road, where Hawk says, come see us last. And also St. Lucie Jewelry and Pawn, 1100 Jensen Beach Boulevard in Jensen Beach, where you get to meet Holly. And, of course, Treasure Coast Auction Gallery, where the auctions take place Friday nights at 6:30, US 1 at Village Green behind the 7-Eleven.
You know, Cliff, that nose makes your voice sound a little like a radio dude.
Well, you know, yeah, it doesn't sound...
He's got the clown nose on this morning, folks. I'm Cliff
Does
Desmond.
this nose make me sound nasally?
Yeah, but those pants do make your butt look big.
How about big shoes?
You're hearing the morning show. Something's wrong with my crew. The attitudes have changed, but the faces ain't the same. 1590 WPSL. It's the talk of the Treasure Coast.
And we've got Randy Siegel on the line with the Space Report. Morning, Randy.
Hello, sir. You talk about having an attitude. Well, let me tell you, talk about not being able to catch a break. Well, Orbital ATK, along with NASA, can't catch a break launching that new Antares rocket.
By now, you've heard about Donald Trump's leaked audio being called locker talk.
This was locker room talk.
As a guy, perhaps you've thought, wow, that could have been me. Well, no longer. Introducing the Locker Talker, a specifically designed app for your smartphone. Suppose you're in the locker room with your brosifs and you want to talk like a real man about all the incredibly attractive women who are working out close to you. Dude, how about that hot chick on the Stairmaster with those tight yoga pants? With the Locker Talker, your phone automatically translates what you really want to say into something more politically correct. Dude, how about
that Syrian refugee crisis? I hope I can help.
With Locker Talker, you don't get caught on an embarrassing recording, and it could even save your job. Whoa, Sherry in accounting is hot in that tight pink dress. And now with Locker Talker, whoa, Sherry in accounting is
wearing pink, which reminds me to contribute to Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
So try the Locker Talker. Take it from Donald Trump.
I have great respect for women.
I like to grab their attention. Locker Talker. Get it today, dudes.
This is Sean Connery. I'm listening to the morning show on 1590.
Oh, stop lying, Sean.
Talk of the Treasure Coast.
Yeah, you know you don't listen to us. Anyway, just about time for us to get out of here. Bonnie's got some back in the days for us. Go
and
for
nice
it,
to think that Sean is listening.
Yeah,
and back in the day, 53 years ago in this state, 1963, the term Beatlemania was coined. And 1975 today, 41 years ago, the legendary Minnie Pearl was elected to the Country Music Hall of Fame.
Now, you know what? I don't know one Minnie Pearl song. I mean, I know Minnie Pearl. And that's the one with the hat, right?
Yeah, we just remember her from Hee Haw. And
did she have any hits?
I don't think she ever sang, but she was like one of the nice actress ladies on Hee Haw. Hee-haw.
That was one of my. I'd love to meet some hee-haw. I'm a picking, I'm a grinning. Where, oh, where are you tonight?
Why did you leave me here all alone? I searched the world over and thought I
Come on,
found
Mike,
true
join
love.
us. You made another rip. You was gone.
Oh, I lost my headphones for that one.
Yeah, your break wind blew the whole thing off.
That didn't look very good on camera.
Mike, that's gonna do it for us, man.
Already?
Yeah, we're done, man. This is funny how time flies when you got a blended morning show. Wow.
Right, well, have a great day, guys.
Well, we'll talk to you bright and early tomorrow morning. Now, Bonnie, you had one more thing over there with the Village People.
A very important one, yes. 1978, the album Cruisin' by the Village People, with a little song you may know called YMCA, was certified gold on the state.
If you never do any exercise, and when you play this song, you can at least put your arms up and do the YMCA thing that they do here. And on that note, we're WPSL Port St. Lucie, WSTU Stewart. We will see you bright and early tomorrow morning with another blended morning show right here. Enjoy your day. Talk to you tomorrow.